Hey everybody, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 22nd of March and we are now live in New York session over here. So let's get started. So basically what's happening over here is GBP has really showed some extremely huge moves today. Like the moves looks like the moves has already been done, and we don't know whether the market is having some more juice to go up, or if it just make some correction now. So we don't know about that. So let's go to the monthly over here and let's check the monthly. Oh, nice. So look over here. So monthly time frame has surpassed all the wicks over here and it's moving all the way up. And so I already made some predictions over here that the monthly candle will be going up and will test these wicks, and with volume it will be going up. So now the important part begins. So basically, this is the monthly resistance where the market will be going towards, at least, right? And I think this is in monthly though, so this should be around like 50-60 pips. Oh, this is around 100 pips. So the monthly so the range of the monthly time frame is really nice, and I think, just hold on. So the range. Hmm. So the range of the monthly time frame is perfect, and once we go to the weekly, so once we if we go to the weekly over here, then we can see there was a zone marked over here in this area. Yesterday I marked this zone that I was assuming that the market's gonna fill this wick and will be moving up. So we need to look at the left. But also there's one more thing I need to do over here, is that I need to keep this area over here, and yeah, everything is perfect. So we don't need this one over here, and we have to look to the left, like where the market can possibly go. So this is a huge wick rejection, but I know one thing, that once market will be tapping this area very very soon. Oh, this is extremely good range over here, extremely good range. So this is the area of resistance in the weekly time frame over here, and after the weekly I'm gonna move towards the daily over here. So if you look at the daily, let me just readjust these levels. Yeah, we don't need this level over here. So I need to look to the left. So basically now the market is moving up to fill this wick. So first target will be this wick, this area, and the range is like 60 pips. So the range is also pretty good. Just hold on everybody. Okay, so this wick will be filled, and once we break above 160.200, it will be definitely going up in this area. So that's the analysis of the daily time frame in GJ. Okay, so after the daily, let's move to the 4 hour over here. Okay, perfect. So look, yesterday I was telling everybody that once the market closes below this area, then it will be going down. And look over here, it went down exactly at the 4 hour support, and from here it rejected so badly that it just went all the way up from this area. So this is a extremely strong support over here, but we don't need this area today, so I'm gonna just remove this and draw new levels. Nice. So we don't have anything in the 4 hour, right? So we have to look at the left to see what we can do in the 4 hour. What the hell? There's nothing on the left. Oh, if there is nothing on the left in the 4 hour, then there will be nothing in the 1 hour one. But how is this possible? Okay, anyways. Sometimes I really think that I should just go for the paid version of TradingView. It just sucks sometimes. Anyways, but I have this graph over here, so there won't be any problem. Oh look, the level I marked, it just went at that level and just went 300 pips up. Let's look at the left and see where the market can possibly go. Okay, here we go. Let's zoom in. So we don't have any kind of a support over here in the 4 hour, right? From where the market is currently at, so we don't have anything at this point. And if we look at the 30 minutes over here, then we need some sort of retracements or something like that, because we cannot take the trade at this point. We need a candle to close bearish and the next candle to break that high. So if I get that, then there will be trade in GJ, otherwise there won't be any trade. And yeah, I was just looking at the 4 hours. So 4 hour is over here. I'm gonna mark some areas. So this is a level of support, I can say, for the 4 hour, and we need to look more left. Okay, so if I calculate this range, then this is around 60 pips of range. So market can go up to this area. Yeah, there is a resistance over here as well on the left, and above this area market can possibly move in, like in this area also, but I'm gonna check that later. For now, if I look at the current situation, then I know that the market is going up in this area for sure. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark or draw an area of support or resistance over here, and yeah, now I'm expecting the market to go up in like 160.105 area, which is like 50-60 pips away from the current price level. Okay, so after the 4 hour, let's check out the 1 hour over here. Nothing over here in the 1 hour as well. We need to look in this chart only. So what do we have on the left? Let's check that out. Like, what do we have on the left? Okay, we are in a very difficult situation right now because there is no history over here as well. Okay, so nothing on the left. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trade based on the information of the 4 hour, and I'm gonna wait for a support to be formed again in the 30 minutes. Yeah, so I know that 4 hour will be moving up in like this area, or daily candle will be moving up in this area. So I know that, right? So if I know that, then I'm gonna take advantage of that thing. So I'm gonna trade the 30 minutes time frame based on the 4 hour analysis. So yeah, I'm gonna drop down to 3 minutes. Now it's just time to wait. There is nothing we can do in this situation. Okay, so there's nothing we can do in this situation, and where we could actually trade this. So let's just do some analysis at this point. So what was happening in the market? If I take this area over here, then market just created a resistance. But the market was moving up, so we should have been. So we should be looking for a support to be formed in the market. So when we got this candle closing bullish, there was a support formation, right? So there was support formation at this point, and what we can also look at is we can look at this rejection zone. So the trade could be we could have waited for a candle to break above this wick to execute a buy trade, and when this candle finally did break above that wick, it just went all the way up. It didn't went down from that place. So this could be idea from the 30-minute perspective. And if we look at the 1 hour, then 1 hour was also perfect. Why that was perfect? Because this was a retracement candle, a support was formed when this candle closed bullish, and the trade could be over here or over here. When this candle created a lower wick and broke above the high of the previous candle, by looking at the momentum and everything, this could be a perfect example of a good trade. And that candle was around 11:30 today, and yeah, that was it. So we have to wait over here. Okay. So by looking at GBP/JPY, I'm gonna look at GBP/USD. Let's just go to the monthly. I still believe that the monthly time frame will be moving down again. This is just within the candle retracement happening right now, and it will be filling its own wick very soon, like in the few days left for the month to close. If I look at the weekly time frame over here, then this is a strong level of support for this area, and this is a strong level of resistance over here, and market can possibly reject this area and come down again. But the thing is, weekly candle has already created a lower wick, so once the weekly candle break above the high of the previous week candle, there is a very high chance that it will be moving up, like in this rejection area maybe. So yeah, but that will only happen once the current week candle break above the high of the previous week candle. So after the weekly, let me just make some visibility changes in the weekly. Okay, let's go to the daily over here, and if we look at the daily, there was a support from the left, and which become the resistance now. So what GBP USD did is today it went down first, tested these areas over here, and now it has went up, and now it's testing these areas over here. But yes, once it breaks above 1.32113, it will be definitely moving up. But if it just stays below these wicks and flips down again, then that will be the point where we can say that yes, now GBP USD is about to go down. So we don't know whether from this area it will be going up, or we don't know whether from this area it will be going down. So we have to look for the lower time frames for that information. Okay, so this was the 4-hour time frame. Let me just remove this. Okay, so let's just mark areas of support and resistance over here in the 4-hour. So right now the 4-hour is at a strong level of resistance, and it has also created over here a strong level of support, right? And once it starts to move up, like this candle is just having, it's not just it, this candle is having like 2 hours left to close, and once it breaks above this area, which is 1.3 to 100, it will be going up. But there's not much range, but yes, it will be going up in this area. So if I calculate the range is frankly speaking not much. It's like just 20 pips in the 4-hour only, right? So I think better buys will be above this area. So after the 4-hour, I'm gonna move to the 1-hour. Oh, basically GBP JPY is the only pair which is moving, like because of JPY. Maybe all the JPY pairs are just moving up. So if I look at the 1-hour over here, then we have a resistance in this area. So if we look on the left, then we will be having some information. So this wick fill will be around like 11 12 pips. Then we have this area of resistance, like after 20 pips. So the range is good, I can say. 10 minutes left for the current candle to close, and let's see. Just hold on, everybody. Okay, so Dennis is saying, "Hello, sir. Can you explain me what do you think about gold at this price and possible positions?" Sure, I'm gonna tell that just in a few minutes. So let's just finish the analysis of GBPUSD first. So basically, what's happening is, if we just zoom out a little bit and if we just squeeze the graph over here, then we can see that there are huge rejections, rejections in this area, right? And we need clean range to the left to go up, right? So even though if this candle closes above this area, and if we look at the left, then what do we see? Let's just zoom in. Okay, so if we look at the left, then what do we see? We see these wick rejections. We don't know whether the next candle gonna reject this area, gonna reject this area, or gonna reject this area, or if we look at the left, or reject this area, right? So we don't have a proper range to go bullish, right? So in order to move up, we need a proper clean range in the market to continue moving up, right? And that clean range we need to look for, even though the wick fill is 11 pips, 10 pips, but the range is just like 12, 13 pips. So I think better buys will be above this area over here, because then we will be having this clean range, this wick fill. So that will be a nice entry to take, right? So after this 1 hour, let's move to the 30 minutes over here. What happened? I'm gonna just make some visibility changes. Why this is okay? We don't need this area to be visible in 30 minutes. Okay, so if we talk about 30 minutes after the 1 hour, then there is a resistance over here, right? And we have to look at the left for the clean range. So we need to go to the left. Okay, so what do we see? We see a wick which needs to be filled. This wick is around 12 pips above this high. It can go up like in 21 pips. Oh, it already went up, I think. Yeah. So this candle is about to close over here, and I'm just gonna wait. If this candle closes over here, up over here, then I'm gonna wait for a retracement to happen, and then a bullish momentum to take place. So I'm gonna look at the left. I'm gonna draw some area of resistance over here, because once the market taps this area, it can push down again. And above this area we have this area of resistance. Wick fill will be around like 7 pips. Above this wick fill, the range becomes 18 pips. But thing is, it can reject this area. So okay, I'm gonna look at that later. So so let's move to the gold over here, and let's just remove everything. Okay, so let's start with the weekly. Okay, so basically what's happening over here is there is a strong level of resistance in the weekly, right? And we can see that this particular candle did went up, rejected this area, and closed like a weak bullish candle. And the next week's candle didn't went up like a single pip, and it just went all the way down, broke the low, and continued moving down, and it just left this area of rejection over here, which needs to be tested by the current candle. So according to me, this weak candle will be flipping down, break its own low, and continue moving down a little bit. We don't know whether it will be coming down to the end point, whether it will be going all the way down, but yes, one thing I can say, that this week's candle will be moving down and will test some part of the previous wick, and after that it can really go up, I don't know, but yes, it will be definitely coming down to test some part of the previous wick. So that means we know the direction of the market will be bearish for some time, and also we can assume that thing will be happening by looking at the current week's candle. It just went all the way up, now it's creating rejection to the higher prices, right? So according to me, it will be going down. And if we look at the daily from the weekly, then we can say that market just went down, created a support over here, then it created a resistance over here. So it's just moving inside a range. This is just a range. But yes, one thing I can say, that once we have a candle breaking below these two wicks, market will be coming down to fill these area. So the target of market will be coming down to this level. So after the daily, let's move to the 4-hour. By looking at the 4-hour, there is a strong rejection zone in this area. Also, if we look to the upside, then there was a rejection zone over here. The market did went up to test this area, but it failed, and it's now moving down. So once the market fails to go above the upper rejection zone, then it will be coming down to the lower rejection zone, and that zone is over here. So I think market will be testing this rejection zone, and once it gets down below this rejection zone, then this rejection zone will be tested in this place. So I'm assuming that the market will be moving down. Yeah, the 4-hour analysis says that also, and this is the area of support in the 4-hour. So after the 4 hour, I'm gonna move to the 1 hour over here, and so now we have two rejection zones. Number one is this area over here, and number second area is this area over here. So the market is moving down, right? So where can you take stress-free buys? You can take buys above this wick when the market will be breaking above this wick, because we don't know whether this is just a test of the rejection zone or whether there will be a continuation move. So your continuation move will be valid above 1930.553 above this wick. And if the market just starts to move down by leaving a wick over here in this area, then that means it will be going up to test in this area over here, right? So we have these two areas planted in the 1 hour. So now I'm gonna move to the 30 minutes. So basically there is a rejection zone over here. The market tested that area, reversed back down. So now if the current 30-minute candle breaks the low of the previous one, I think that will be the point where you can take sells, because market will be coming down in this area over here to test this rejection zone to the lower side. But for that, this candle should flip down by creating a upper wick, and if this candle flips down from this rejection area, that will be more great. So let's see what will happen over here. So according to me, this is a zone it should not surpass through, and it will be coming down in this area over here. Let's move to the 15 minutes just to see what's happening in the 15 minutes. So now the thing I can see over here is that the market went up, tested this area. So the previous 15-minute candle went all the way up, but it rejected that area. So now if the current 15-minute candle flips down, break its own low, that means it's now leaving these areas behind. And once the market starts to leave this area behind, the area to which it will be going towards to will be this area over here. So everything is just pointing towards that goal will be moving down. So but this is only valid once the market stays below this upper wick. Once the market crosses above this area, then this idea will be invalid. And yes, if the market crosses above that area, then market will be going up to test this area over here, like 38 pips away. Finally GPY is now retracing back down. I cannot take buys above this wick as well. There's no range. You know, by looking at this move over here in GU and this huge move over here in GJ, you know, the move has already been done today. So I'm gonna just sit back and relax. If I get a good opportunity, then I'm gonna trade. Otherwise, I'm gonna just relax today. So let's see how this will be, you know, doing in gold. Eight minutes left for the current candle to close, and look, now the market is, you know, leaving its grip to the upper side. So if it just stays like this, then that means it will be moving down soon. Okay, let's look at GBP USD over here as well. This is the daily, and now the daily is crossing above these wicks. Hmm. So it can possibly move up from here. If that's happening, then yes, it can possibly move above that area, and this is a zone. Now we need to draw another zone over here. Hmm. So the market was consolidating, now it's finally breaking above, so it will move up, then it will come down, and then it will move up. So that means there is possibility that bullish momentum will be taking place now. And I have already drawn this level over here. Which is telling me that the market's gonna move in this area soon. 37 pips away. I really want to grab this GBP opportunity. See, that's why waiting for a retracement is really important. First of all, the people who are taking trades in this range, they don't know what they are doing basically, because the market can be really choppy in this area. So I'm gonna wait for a 30-minute candle retracement, then I'm gonna look for a trade. Oh man, look at this move. This is a really beautiful move happened in GBP today. So now, whoever is taking trades or about to take the trades in gold, just wait for 4 more minutes and let this candle close over here, because this candle will clarify you whether the market is getting ready to move up or whether the market is getting ready to move down. So just wait for 4 more minutes. The market started to create bullish moves from this level over here when this trend line broke yesterday. This was the breakout candle, then it came down, broke the high. It tested multiple times that area, but so this 15-minute candle is about to close. Minute candle close like a weak, very weak bearish candle. So this 15-minute candle broke this high over here, and now it's rejecting that area. Oh, I'm just gonna wait because I cannot take a trade like this based on the 15 minutes. That's really making me uncomfortable, you know, by taking the trade up over here in this area. Nah, I cannot do that. Even though this candle just goes all the way up, because it has already created a lower wick and it just broke the high, and the 15 minutes it also created a support here as well. So yeah, I was assuming that the market can possibly move up from this area, but the thing is, this is 15 minutes, right? And I really don't trust 15 minutes that much. So just gonna stay out of the market, and I want to see a bearish candle in 30 minutes. If I don't see that, then there will be no trade. Let's talk about GBP USD. So GBP USD is just doing nothing over here. Gold, oh, gold just closed above this area. Nice. So anybody wants to take a buy in gold, then take buys above this wick. Manage your trade well, because nothing is 100%, but it will be moving up after breaking above this wick. In GBP also, we this can create a lower wick, break the high. It will be moving up in this area, but the range is not there, so staying out of it. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. Lot of problems. Hmm. Oh, GBP, JPY is moving up. Nice. It just went up like in 7.8 pips now. Could be a nice trade, but need to stick to the rules as well. Okay, look here, 15-minute candle just broke the high of the previous one, but still didn't broke the high over here. So I'm gonna take a paper trade by going to the 5 minutes. So once we have a candle breaking above this area, oh, actually, you know what, I can also take this trade. So once we have a candle breaking above this wick, then I think, yeah. Yes, I'm gonna get ready. Where is gold? Hmm. 3 minutes left for the green candle to close. Look, these rejection areas I mark, these are very strong levels. So I really think once we get a candle break above this wick, it will be going up, like straight up in like at least 10 pips, and then 23 pips after that. So I'm gonna just put one, 10. See, the volume is now dying in GBP JPY. Okay, gold is moving up. I'll be ready to take a buy trade. Still got 8 minutes left to close, and in those 8 minutes, if I have a candle break above, let me just mark a line over here. Break above 1930.32, then I think that will be a really nice idea to take a trade. Okay, see, that's why I really don't trust the 15-minute candles. Just saved myself from a loss over here. Gold is also dying at this point, I think. Yeah, this 15-minute candle is now moving down. Let's move to the 30 minutes. So 30-minute candle. Okay, perfect. So if we have this 30-minute candle closing like a weak bullish candle, and then we have a next 30-minute candle wicks up, break this low, that will be a great idea to take a sell trade. Yeah. So now let's just wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Okay, gold is finally moving down now. I need to look at the 5 minutes over here. $15 is good, 30 is good, but I'm expecting 30-minute candle to, go up, fill this wick a little bit, and then move down. Okay, so that will be the 1 hour candle flipping down as well. Oh, okay. So that means 1 hour candle will be going in this area. Hmm. So I'm gonna take a sell trade once we break below 1927.27. Yeah. I think it should continue moving down now. Otherwise, I'm gonna manage the risk. Closed 50% in negative 5 pips. Now letting the rest run. Because now I really think that this should be continue moving down. Yeah, it's moving down now. So basically, entered short position at this point and keeping stops at in this place, anticipating for the price to move down. Oh, it just hit the stop loss. And now it's getting ready to move down, I think. Anyways, I'm not trading gold for today. Approaching the sell levels. Oh, okay. That was a old message. See, the gold will be moving down, but right now, just not doing the thing I want it to do. So that's why I just make some loss in my first trade in gold and calling it a day for gold. See, the gold just dropped. Now it will be dropping all the way down. Okay, GPUSD is going up from here. Let's look at the left and see what's happening. No range, no range, nothing. Nothing is happening over here in GJ. So this candle is about to close in 4 minutes over here, and and that will be the close of. Let me just check that candle. So that will be also opening of NY session and closing of the 1 hour candle as well, I think. Yeah, 1 hour candle will be closing as well. So let's wait for 4 more minutes and look how GBP candle will be closing. So what should be the idea for us to take this trade over here? The idea should be basically I need a bearish candle to form in order to take a buy. But let's see how this candle closes, because if in the last minute this candle closes bearish, that will be a really nice thing to happen, because so that I'll be, I can take a trade in this area. So that's why. So now I have this rejection area over here, I have this rejection area over here. I can try taking buys above this area. 45-minute candle will be closing like this as well. Okay, so this candle just closed bearish, weak bearish, but yeah, it will work. And oh, okay. Okay, so now what I want is, I want the current candle to go down first, fill this wick a little bit, and then break the high of the previous candle. Because if it breaks the high first, then it can come down again to fill this wick a little bit, and then it will be flipping back up again. So I need a wick to be formed to the lower side first, and then I want the candle to break the high of the previous one. If that happens, then it's okay. Otherwise, I'm gonna just stay out of this market. Also, this is NY open, so if the volume pushes the price up, then the chances of going up will be really high. So before that push, I really need a wick to be formed to the lower level. Now I need to look at the left if I can see anything. Nope, nothing. So I'm not taking this trade based on the 30 minutes. I'm not taking this trade over here. I'm gonna take this trade based on the 1 hour. Okay, so we know that the market will be going up in this area, right? So that's about 33 pips. See this? This 30-minute candle broke the high of the previous 30-minute candle, right? So if that happens, then this candle should be going up, right? But the thing is, the previous candle couldn't broke the high of the previous one, right? And it couldn't also close like a strong bearish. So by looking at that, I decided to wait for the 1 hour confirmation. So that 1 hour confirmation will be break above this area over here. Also, the volume, the momentum is already there in the market. The volume is also there in the market. It's just that we need good confirmations to take trades. And also, this is NY open, so at this point, we can expect the volume to come in. And this will be the last trade for today. After this, I'm just gonna call it a day. So once this candle breaks above this price, I'm gonna keep my stops below the current candle's low. Oh, this is coming out to be 16 pips. I'm gonna keep my stop somewhere around 9 pips. Yeah, because I'm not expecting the price to come back. So my trade will be over here. My stops will be somewhere around here. First target will be just 10 pips. Now let's see if it goes up or if it just rejects the higher prices and move down. Oh, look here, GPUSD is not stopping. JPY is also moving up now. $831 will be the price. I'm gonna take a buy. Okay, now anytime it will be breaking the high, and I'm gonna take a buy. 15-minute candle is also about to close in like 2 minutes 30 seconds. I think now it's the time where now it can possibly break above, or it will possibly move down from this level. So this is the time. Hmm. Okay, guys, I'm in buys now. Took a buy trade over here at this point, keeping stops at around 10 pips. Yeah, exactly at 10 pips. Now anticipating the price to move all the way up. Just hold on, everybody. So the trade is running in like two pips over here at this point. 2.6, 3 pips running up right now. Expecting the price to move all the way up now. 4.5 tapped at this point, 5.2 pips. Yeah, it should be going all the way up. So now if it comes back to break even, I'm gonna close half. Yeah, the 15-minute candle really looks good, running in 7 pips right now. At 10 pips, I'm gonna book half profits. Running in 9 pips right now. Okay, 10 pips touched at this point, closed half the trade, keeping stops at entry level. So congratulations everybody who just made some profits in this trade. This was the last trade for today, and I'm gonna now call it a day over here. So running in 14-15 pips right now. Oh, it's about to tap this level over here. Running in 16 pips. I think weekly will be tapping this area. Hmm. Sorry. So yeah, this is the trade running right now. 18 pips at this point. So by looking at the momentum of the market and everything over here, I think it will be continue moving up. Yeah. So I'm gonna look at this 15-minute candle. I'm gonna wait for this candle to close. Let's see where this candle will be moving, and this could be a really nice trade. 41 minutes left for the 4-hour candle to close, and I really think this candle can continue moving up. Yeah, monthly is looking nice. Yeah, I think weekly candle will be continue moving up. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna call it a day over here. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Let's meet tomorrow, everybody.